everyone, and welcome to the Scratchicus Academy. It is Eden Night, where you can trust everyone and everything. What we do is just run through a few things quickly before we jump into the game. We've got a Discord. We're going to put all the links in chat. The Discord is awesome. It's full of amazing people, and they just go over there if you want to talk D&D, TTRPGs, or if you just want to chat. Basically, we talk about anything and everything. Twitter, if you want to get into one of our viewer games, I think we run 3 viewer games a week. Go and drop Scrat a DM on Twitter, and you can get into a game similar to this. And we're introducing a Cypher System viewer game next season, and we're almost booked up till Christmas already, so definitely get into these messages now. YouTube, we are all up to date on YouTube. You can go and binge watch these or catch up or anything. And this one will be up again. Will be up on YouTube either later today or early tomorrow. We are now full time, and it's amazing, and we appreciate all the support you guys give us. It enables us to tell all these awesome stories, and I'm just so happy about it. One way to support us now that we're full-time is our Patreon. You can get loads of exclusive stuff for donating just $1. However, we do also offer some free articles on there, and they're a really awesome read. In fact, our very own Renee here did one not that long ago. I've read it and I love it, and it's all about the Cypher system. Merch is another way that you can support us. We use Redbubble, and we have some awesome hoodies, t-shirts, everything. I love them, I live in them, and I haven't been able to wear them all week because I need to save them for MCM this weekend. On to our awesome sponsors. We are sponsored by Bird in the Storm Publishing, which is run by very old Tool School and Bird vs. Plane. They're awesome guys, and we utterly adore them. They ran their first module 2 academies ago, and it was so good. I know they're working on a second, and we've got some exciting stuff planned for season 2 where we're going to be working with them. Our other sponsor is Mage Hand Press. You can see their Dark Matter content tomorrow in Argo 37, one of our viewer games, and it's basically D&D in space, and it's awesome. I love it. We had a competition winner for the dice, and it was Arcanist. I want to hope I'm saying that right, Arcanist, but those dice have been shipped off to you today, and they are on their way to you. There was some really awesome Pride dice. I need to double check, but I think we've got one more set to give away, which Scrat will be organising soon. I'll let you guys know when it's there. Last but not least, tweets. Every 10 retweets, I don't do wild magic surges for Eden. I go to the list of artifacts and oddities from the Numenera section so that we can gift or curse our wonderful players, maybe with something rather bizarre. At the moment, I think Artie has a little cube with the forever growing city in it, and one of my favorites so far because it just feels so 90s. JD has glowing trainers with flashing lights on the bottom, like the ones you used to have as a kid, and I love them. So yeah, without further ado, we have the awesome Zelda joining us as new part of the cast. And so what we're going to do this time, we are going to go around each character, say who you are, IRL, and everything. Just introduce yourself, your pronouns, and yeah, give us a bit of a description about your character. So we will start going clockwise. So that is Artie, or Hans, as we know.
Hey, so I'm Hans, my pronouns are he, him, and I'm playing Artie Chen, also he, him. Yeah, we're really looking forward to playing with Zelda. This is going to be awesome. And we always have a lot of fun on Eden, despite the terrible things that are happening all the time.
Awesome. And we pop round to our very own JD, or Renee.
Hi, I'm JD, but also Renee in real life. We both use she, her pronouns, and I'm on Twitter at RadianR. JD is not on Twitter. She probably has some Eden futuristic kind of sort of social media that we haven't really talked about in game yet. But she also has light up trainers, and they're awesome. MySpace is back. Sorry. MySpace is back.
But I cannot.
And Siri's talking to me, and I'm so sorry.
I'm suddenly like, oh my god, what's infiltrated the game already?
Okay. Yeah. So she is she's a cyborg. She's a delivery girl. So she has this awesome sky bike named Soren. She has a microwave named Kevin. She has a mechanical right arm and 2 fingers on her left hand that are also cybernetic. And she's definitely watching the world fall down around her. Her mom is in a coma right now, and everything has just gotten weirder since that happened. Like, that was weird. That's weird. People don't get sick. It's just gotten weirder.
Awesome. Thank you. First of all, welcome, Anna. Thank you for the raid. And also thank you, Zelda, for subscribing for 6 months. You can gift yourself or someone else a nat 20 or nat 1.
Ooh. Do I have to decide right now?
No, you can hang on to it.
Okay.
You can have a think. But could you please introduce us to yourself and the new character who's joining the party?
I can. My name is Zelda. I go by they or she, and my character goes by they or really any pronoun. They don't care that much. They are a kind but probably not too smart person who generally finds themselves in troubling situations. But thankfully, they have some sort of luck or intelligence to help them get through. And I chose the Adept class because Adam was like, "Hey, do you want to play a witch in this campaign?" And I was like, "Absolutely." There is no doubt in my mind. So that's exactly what I did. So now I'm playing a kind of cyberpunky style caster witch.
Yes, you are, and I love it. So this group is just getting more and more insane in such a good way.
Yay!
I love it.
Oh my god, the world is gonna run us over.
You're all the innocent ones. WWDD. What would Dot do? Where is Dot?
Our
Dot
adults are
will be joining us
missing.
again very, very soon. Or Bree will be joining us again very soon. A little bit that happened last week. So, in fact, the week before last week, we saw Crowbar murdered by the matron. Well, these guys didn't, but you guys in chat did. Last week, Turkey Burger, who is Crowbar's crow, a big mechanical crow, came and rapped on the window of JD's apartment.
Crowbar is mine now.
Yeah, Crowbar is mine now. And much to their horror, they found blood on Turkey Burger, who then led them down to the clinic where Dot works, where the matron is. And they sit and had a lovely cup of tea with the matron, and everything was fine and no one was lying, and JD gave the false name DJ, which she definitely forgot when she called the matron back again. But we also saw them both go to the OTC where Artie lives and finally experience Artie's mother, who's quite cold, quite harsh, but she seems to have Artie's best intentions in mind. And then last, they came back to Renee's. I keep saying Renee, what is going on? I guess I've called you JD for so long. And they came back to JD's apartment and received a bizarre email, almost like spam. When they opened it on their watch, confetti, sort of holographic confetti and party streamers came out. And they received a message that read, "Roses are red, violets are blue. Crowbar is dead. Be careful or you will be too." And that is where we will start today's.
Artie? Artie,
Yeah.
Artie, are you seeing this?
I,
Artie?
yeah.
Artie?
I mean, what do we do?
Artie? I don't know. What do we do?
We could throw your communicator out the window.
I don't know. I've never been without my communicator before.
Neither have I, but my dad said it was a good idea, and I went for it, and I regret it, but I haven't gotten any death threats.
Well, if you regret it, I'm not sure I should do that.
Okay, that's a good point.
And then how would we get in touch with Dot? I mean, it's been like 20 minutes since we texted her. Dot, I just got a death threat. Send.
What would Dot do? What would Dot do? Dot would get a new communicator. That's what she did before, right?
Yes. But didn't she get one that's like not traceable or something weird like that?
I wasn't paying enough attention. But
Of
that
course
sounds
you
like a good
weren't.
idea. Well, I mean, this is all very new to me, and I've never gotten a death threat before, and
I've
I'm
never
sorry.
gotten a death threat before.
Okay. Yeah. So maybe we should reply to it and see what happens. I don't know. Is that it?
Sure. What do I say? What do you say to someone who
Um,
just threatened to kill you?
No, thank you. I mean, there's got to be something.
Why? No. Thank
Right.
you.
Yeah. Right.
Smiley face, or is that not called for right now?
I don't think this is a smiley face.
Okay, I am gonna use an exclamation point though.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, I type out no thank you and send it.
As you try to send, it bounces back. It says
Okay.
that this contact does not exist.
Can I,
Yeah,
is there an address that it came from, or does it just like have,
It just says Lauren Curtis.
oh right, it does say Lauren Curtis. I'd forgotten that part. Artie!
That was my
Artie, the
best
dead
effort.
lady is sending me death threats.
Okay. We throw it out the window. I mean,
Here's the other
how-
thing. How do you have the favors to get something when your favors are kept here?
oh, I don't have any of those now. That's a really
You don't have any of those now. You don't have any favors now.
I didn't even think of that. I just threw the boom. Wow. That's really more serious than I was thinking. Okay.
I'm realizing this now too. I just...
Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, we're panicking, so that's a start. That's something Dot would do. We could try getting on Soren and flying away really fast.
To where? Where do we
I-
go?
I looked at the map of the city for like 30 minutes this morning, but I couldn't tell you anything that I saw.
Okay, sure. Let's go.
The hospital.
Kevin could probably fit in the trunk.
There's your trunk.
Bash will be really hard to travel with. I could put Bash in with Kevin. Would not like it.
Would he go in the microwave? Is that what you're thinking?
Well,
I mean, wouldn't have to do it, right? I mean, there's no power.
I do not support this, just as a thing.
It doesn't make sense. I don't
I'm
understand.
not putting my robot cat in the microwave.
I don't think you should either. I
What's
just
a
don't
microwave
understand where you're
metal?
getting all this room. It's a bike. Does a bike have a trunk?
Yeah, I make deliveries. I have a space to carry them.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. I don't
And
think
like
you have
you
to keep
can
it.
hold Crowbar. Crowbar's
Yeah.
asleep. Not Crowbar. Turkey Burger.
I'm not supposed to hold Crowbar. So Turkey
It's
Burger could probably
okay.
just fly.
Robar's just sleeping. She's not dead somewhere.
Oh.
She's just
You,
sleeping.
you don't get to say that.
What you will have, JD, is I don't know if you've seen them before. You know, like those rucksacks with the sort of the glass dome in them that people now put their pets in when they go hiking and stuff like that. You'll have some things
Oh.
like that probably lying around. Soren's got
Yeah.
like storage compartments and things like
I
that.
need to Google that, I think.
I'm gonna put Bash in a cat carrier. but I'm not going to put Turkey Burger in there with him.
Oh, Bash is resisting, but he will go in after a while.
I know. I'm sorry. I tell him I'm sorry the whole time. I feel so bad about it, but also our lives are on the line.
Okay, so here's a problem I'm realizing.
Yeah.
If I have no favors and all of your favors are on your communicator and we leave your apartment, are we running away forever to never come back here? Because then we would have basically nothing.
I
And
don't know.
losing-
I'm still trying to figure that part out too because I don't know where we're running to at this point. My mom is in the hospital. The only place I can think to go is like wherever Crowbar lived, but Turkey Burger is asleep and can't tell us anything.
Right. Okay, so that's
Or
yeah,
like
that's
to the clinic.
the clinic instead of the hospital. You want to go all the way down to that level?
No, I'm just thinking that the matron was really nice.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot better than my idea at this point, I think. I mean, I just tried to
Your
put a cat in the
idea
microwave.
to
That
fly
can't be good.
until we can't fly anymore?
I can't. Um. Hmm?
Your idea of just like fly until we can't fly anymore?
Yeah, I mean that seems pretty bad, doesn't it? When you say it again.
Yeah, the third time it sounds pretty bad.
Yeah. Okay.
At this point, I'm like opening the window and unplugging Kevin, and who I'm imagining complains like a little bit before he goes off.
Oh, he's
And-
whining about it, yeah.
Okay, and I go and I stick him in the back of Soren in like the delivery compartment area. And I'm now putting Bash's cat carrier back there too.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, so Turkey Burger's all we have left, right? Do we need anything else from here? Because I don't know if we're like hiding from your mom or your dad.
I would always hide
Lauren
from my mom.
Curtis.
That's a good idea in general. Yeah, I don't know what to think. I mean, I threw my communicator out the window because I got a message from my dad.
We're really
And that
rubbing
was
that one
either-
in.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a good idea or not. But no favors, right? So no way of doing pretty much anything. How do you get more favors? What's like a common way to do that?
You do favors.
Oh, right. Well, that makes sense. Mhm.
You will know that the bracelet is mainly a recording device of your favors. You have not lost your favors, they're recorded to you. You just cannot exchange or access them without. It's like losing your bank card. Or
Yeah.
throwing your bank card out of the window.
More accurate, yes.
I really don't think that Artie understands any of the things you just said. I'm probably just going to keep going with that. But, okay. Well, ooh, no, that's a bad idea. We shouldn't do that. Wait, what do you think of this? No, that's still a bad idea. I was thinking we could go to Lauren Curtis's apartment, but that's a really bad idea, right?
Would Dot do it?
I don't think so. We know they know where it is and they have access, but if it's my dad that has access and he's trying to warn us, does that make it a good idea or a bad idea? You have keys.
We do have keys.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm up for anything at this point. I know I can't stay here, and there's a part of me that feels like if I'm gonna die, they're gonna find me anyway, so I'm down for Lauren Curtis's apartment.
Mm,
It was real nice knowing you, Artie.
I'm really sorry, JD, because you seem like super down, and I understand that you got a death threat, and I don't know what I can say that makes that feel better. I'm real sorry.
Thanks. Are you about ready? Because we need to decide where we're going. I'm packed. Are you ready?
Yeah, I am holding Turkey Burger in front of me like this, like right in front of my body, and I've got my bag that I don't think I ever put down in the first place. So, yeah.
Oh, a bag. And then I run and just like throw a few black shirts, t-shirts in, and like cargo pants, and I'm like, okay, ready to go. Okay. Yeah, we're also still twins, aren't we? We have the OTC.
You are
juxtaposed.
twinning right now, yeah.
Yeah, great. Okay, yeah, let's hop on and let's go.
There's so much to catch up with here. Oh man.
So I'll say you guys, you flying over to Lauren Curtis's apartment.
Yeah, apparently we're doing that.
Okay, you head over there. The moment we're going to pan across to the lower levels, not the lowest levels, but there's a small shop on the lower levels called Orthans Oddities. And Zelda or Vessel, can you describe this shop that you are in and sort of what you're doing today?
Well, if you're just looking at the outside of the shop, it's probably almost like a ramshackle kind of thrown together building. It almost looks, or like the storefront looks kind of worn down, like it's been there a long time, and probably without any real updates to the outside. And it just in kind of faded words, it says Orthans Oddities in like that traditional kind of weird writing that like you see in like if you looked up a kid's wizard's book and it like has like a little curly on the dub or wherever. And if you walk in and it is just as messy, like it looks like bookshelves, but the bookshelves are just covered like stuffed full of just things that people just left, whether people even go to the counter and be like, hey, I'm giving you this, or if they just walk in and put things on shelves and walk out, is entirely to no one knows if what goes on. So it's just generally untidy place, I think. So and I would probably be running around to the shelves and just like taking inventory and just being like, oh, that's new. And then just like run around and like write something down on a piece of paper and run around back and just try and like put it on a different shelf, even though there's no actual sorting or organization. It just, for no apparent reason, just moving things around.
Awesome. Okay, so you've been sort of doing this most of the day. It's quite dark down here, but you know it's coming up to sort of mid-afternoon, maybe. And a young man comes in to your shop, and he's got like quite a nice smile on his face. And he walks over and says, "Hi, yeah, I just want to get rid of some stuff, really." And he sort of pulls up this bag and sort of whacks it down on like if you've got like a desk or a till or something like that.
It would be a till. Well, I would love to help you. What kind of bits and baubles would you bring in today?
Like, and he just starts opening his bag and reaching in. He's like, I've got some of these, and these look like just random key cards to either houses or lockups or something, you don't know. As I've got, and then pulls out a small glass sphere. It's like, huh? And you know this as a hand warmer. This is literally just a small glass sphere that most people keep in their pockets, and it heats up under a certain temperature. And he pulls a couple of those out. And then he pulls out a big bunch of like the bracelets that you will wear and pops them down. And then he goes, oh yeah, and this. And it's a small domed silver disc with a tree engraved on it. He goes, and that, please.
Oh, lovely. These orbs here and the bracelets will probably be about 15 favors, unless you think it would be unfair.
No, that's all good with me. That's absolutely fine. Just having a clear out, and you know, find some bits on the way.
And this engraved piece, I haven't seen one like it, but do you have like how much would you want in compensation?
You can have it. I can't work out what it does. You know, it's just not something that interests me, if I'm honest.
Well, that sounds wonderful. I will just throw in 2 more favors for you, and here is your, and I will transfer in any way
and
how favors are transferred.
He holds out his bracelet, and you can scan across from your bracelet to his. He's like, awesome, thank you. And he just starts having a wander around your shop in general, and he's having a look, and he's sort of, so, what's your name? How long have you been here?
Uh, my name is Vessel, and I've been around as long as I can remember. This is where I was born, kind of, in a way.
Ah,
Um, it is a strange place, but you know, after however many years, you kind of get comfortable in where you are.
true, true. I've been all over the place, so it must be quite nice to have somewhere you actually call home. Yeah. And you're just sort of
Is
still flicking through whatever weird things you've got in a random order around.
anything in particular you're looking for?
No, I don't think so. Just intrigued, really. I don't get to go out a lot. I mean, I've been lots of places, but I don't get to go out a lot, and I don't get to come down to the lower levels so much. So, it's nice to have a browse.
It is, and we don't get that many customers, and usually the customers we get are not on the best of terms, usually looking for money. But sometimes you just kind of have to give them what they want, and they go away. Um, well, favors. I can't really give them favors without them doing favors, kind of. But I mean, it's it's all what it is. So,
It is what it is, and you can see he does look a bit out of place here. He is what you recognise as the OTC, um, just like sort of uniform, and he looks quite smartly dressed. He's fairly young, probably just not really been down here before. He just looks interested in everything that's going on. He doesn't look like he's looking for anything in particular.
oh, well, again, if anything finds you, I can probably give you some information on it if
Oh,
you'd like.
thank you. I'm actually looking for a gas mask, actually. Uh, one of the ones so I can get right down to the lower levels. Just, I don't know where you pick them up.
Well, we might have some around here somewhere. The organization process is not done yet, um, but I have been working something out. But in the meantime, you might be looking more towards the clothing and accessory section.
Ah, yeah, awesome. Yeah, and he just sort of spots them and moves over and starts filtering through. And you've probably got some gas marks all hanging up, lots of different varieties. Probably some that people have found and brought in. Like you probably get a lot of scavengers come in and drop random things off they find that they probably shouldn't have. And yeah, he sort of reaches up to one and goes, "How about you can have the disc without any favors and just this switcheroo, as it were."
Uh, I believe that works for me.
I mean, I don't know how it works. He starts fiddling with it, like trying to work out, and he pulls out his bracelet because, oh, this is interesting. As he scans the sort of gas mask.
You're looking to go to the lower levels.
Mm-hmm.
Dangerous place for someone like yourself, isn't it?
Yeah, but stuff down there. I want to have a look. Never really been down there myself. Always used to, being told what to do and, not really allowed to explore that much.
Should really get yourself a fine escort. Is there anything you're looking for down there, or just really just to look around?
Having a wander, you know?
Well, I pray you be careful and don't find yourself in any terrible danger.
Yeah. Well, I hope not. It's I don't really fancy running into any trouble or anything. To be honest, my parents don't know I'm down here, but it's fine. you know.
Be quite troubling for them, but
Oh, they think I'm getting ready for university. It's fine. And
well,
he
it's
just keeps looking around. He's just sort of slowly filtering through. He's talking to you quite quite friendly. Do you get people in here regularly just dropping stuff off? Because like I've never seen some of this before. And he's like picking up just like a mirror, like an old mirror, just looking. It's a standard mirror, but like he's probably lived up in the higher levels and so used to them doing something that he's checking it for something else.
Well, we have some people come in from the upper and lower levels. Being so close to both, you find yourself with items from both sides. Usually, people from the lower levels come in to pawn stuff, but for the most part, it's just maybe a couple a day.
Ah, well, it's a really nice shop you've got here, I have to say.
Well, thank you.
Like it. It's quirky.
Well, it's named after God knows who, and I took it over however many years ago, and this is what it became. So,
Fair enough. I mean, And what about this? And he sort of gestures to the pattern on your face. I love that.
oh, it's just a tattoo. Yeah. Um, yeah,
Oh.
I got it a few years ago. Kind of in the lower levels. If you want to find anywhere to do that, that would be the place.
Oh. I think my parents might, kill me if I get a tattoo, if I'm honest. But I really like it. Really suits you. I like it.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. If I go down to the levels and find anything, can I just bring it back here and just drop it off? If I'm not allowed to take things back up there, in case I get in trouble. But I just find this sort of stuff really intriguing.
Yeah, of course. You can always bring whatever odds and ends that you find.
Awesome. Thank
See
you.
if I can afford them, but yes.
Oh, you can probably just have them. I mean, I can't, as long as I could maybe come in here and just have a look at some of the things from now and then. Like I said, I think my parents will know I'm coming down here if I start coming up with some weird stuff.
Yes, well, feel free to come back, and again, be safe. It's not always the kindest place.
Thank you. And he sort of holds out a hand and says, what was your name again?
Vestal. Nice.
It's lovely to meet you. My name's Artie Chen. I'll see you maybe at another point. And he sort of disappears out of the shop. And we'll pan back over to Artie and JD. You guys have just arrived at the apartment.
Okay, how bad an idea is this? Is this really, really bad?
Artie, I'm really just winging it right now. I feel like all of our ideas are bad, and staying put is bad, and we're just going with it.
Okay, I agree all the way. Yeah, all of those things. I'm just gonna open the door.
Yeah, you open the door.
Let's go.
You can walk straight in.
Okay, and holding Turkey Burger, I will put them down to.
Yeah, Turkey Burger is squawking. He's like, "Rah!" as he sort of just tears off into the kitchen.
Oh, Turkey Burger is awake. Right in time to tear apart the kitchen. So good.
Yeah, you can hear crushing. It's more not that he's going around to destroy things. He's just running across the surfaces. And these are all just standard mugs and plates and things on the side.
Okay.
So are we looking for anything in particular? Are we just gonna hang here? Like, what's the plan? Do we want to check the room?
I'm going back to the room.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check the room.
You can go and check the room. And you turn the light on again. And again, the wall is covered in pictures of Artie. All photos of everything.
There's nothing new, is there?
Roll me an intellect. Just beat just a difficulty of 2 for me.
Let's do some
I
intellect.
don't have roll 20 open anyway or something.
I'll tell you what I got. Don't worry, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be awesome.
Did it down? I thought I pushed it. Okay, one more time. What? Hey, it actually looks great. What did I do? So I got 2 rolls by accident there. I should probably, yeah, we'll do that.
Right, so Let's have a look. What was that roll? Sorry.
Oh, it's a 1.
Oh, it's a 1.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh,
He said, "Oh, we'll just
good.
take the first one."
How did you get a 1 and a nat 20? Like,
Push the button too many times? I don't know.
So basically, you see nothing. It's probably more the shock again of everything that's going on,
Yeah, that sounds right.
but you don't see anything different.
JD, what do you think? Should we just take all this down?
Like I said, they're your pictures. I feel like that decision is up to you. I
Okay.
do want to check the video feeds and see if anyone came in
That's a good idea.
while we were not here.
Mm-hmm.
On a nat 1, I get to intrude. I get a GM intrusion. And I'm going to say some of these images, they look like they've leaked. And these look like images you haven't seen before, but it's like the color has just run out of them and you can't identify them anymore.
Artie, what does that mean?
I have never taken a photograph before. I don't really know what you do with them. Someone did a bad job?
Yeah, I mean, it looks almost like they got wet.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, or like chemicals, heat. I don't know what makes photographs run. We could try to get one wet in the kitchen and see if it runs.
Yeah, sure. Just take one and go run it under the sink.
I will go do that.
Okay. I'm gonna check the video feeds.
Well, once Artie is running a photograph under a tap, JD goes to check the tapes, and there seem to be more here than there were last time. But they look older. It looks like someone's uploaded things rather than taken away or new ones. There is a brand new one that looks to have been maybe a day old.
Okay, I'm gonna check that one first.
You see Daniel Chen walk into the apartment. He looks tired. He looks sort of skittish. And his arms are full of little sort of like painkiller type things. The same things you saw him inject into your mother at the hospital. He's got bags rattling of them and he's opening them and he's sort of holding them up to the light and he's placing them down. And it does like a mild sort of cutout. And then you see him flinch and he looks towards the door. Now, there's no sound on this video or anything like that, but he goes to the door and he opens it and he backs up, but you can see a smile on his face as the matron walks in. And the matron walks in. They seem to have a smile and almost like a hug, but not like a hug, like a hello, a greet. And they move into the kitchen and they make tea. They sit, they drink the tea, they chat a bit more, and she leaves. And then you see Daniel Chen leave.
Okay, hey, Artie.
Yeah, the photograph doesn't seem to run when you get it wet. It's got to be something else.
You know the nice lady that we had tea with earlier?
Which one? I've had tea with a couple of nice ladies lately, I think. The one
No,
at
like the one that you and I did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. That was Dot's matron.
Yeah, she knows your dad.
I thought she said she just took things from the hospital.
I thought that too, but like she's on the video feeds. Like she was here. She talked to him. They also had tea.
Okay. So she was here in this apartment that we're in now with
Yeah.
my dad,
Yeah.
drinking tea.
Yeah. Also, there were a ton of like syringes and stuff.
Is he supplying the hospital, the clinic, with supplies in addition to people like Dot?
I don't know. I mean, he could be. It would
I mean, maybe
make
not
sense if
all.
they had that kind of support behind them, right?
Yeah, but what is this apartment then? I thought this was like Lauren Curtis's apartment, but who is Lauren Curtis if my dad is using it to drop off medical supplies?
I thought Lauren Curtis was dead.
Well, right. So, I mean, what's the point of having an apartment? This is really weird. I mean, this has got to be some sort of crime because this is just he's taking things from the hospital and giving them to this lady, and there's a lot of weird stuff going on here.
Okay, I'm gonna swipe to one of the videos that seems like it was uploaded.
Yeah, there seems to be quite a few. You can filter through a lot of them, and you see,
Watch them on double speed.
yeah, like so you see like who you know as Lauren Curtis or Artie knows as Elizabeth, who he delivered the message to, whizzing around the apartment, making tea, sitting down, reading a book. Like again, this is a very low technology place. She doesn't seem to like that, and she sort of goes into the room at the back where you know all the photos were and comes out again. And this is hours and hours and hours worth of this stuff. And then she looks towards the door.
I
And
slow it down when she does.
it's as it slows down, you see the door open and her face lights up. She looks so happy. And she welcomes in another woman who gives her the biggest hug and sort of embraces her so tightly, and they're laughing and they're, you know, chatting. They pour each other a drink, and they seem to just be like good friends sat down and having a chat. And JD, you will recognize this as your mother on the screen.
Way to go for the spit take.
Artie?
Um,
Artie, that's my mom.
I was going to say that, but I wasn't sure.
That's because you've only seen her in a coma, but that's my mom.
Okay. So my mom said they knew each other. That's really true.
The guard at the hospital said that Lauren Curtis hired them to watch her.
But we saw those papers from my dad, and it said my dad hired them.
I know.
Okay, so
So they're all
okay.
they all know each other? The matron, your dad, my mom, Lauren Curtis?
What if your mom wasn't so? What if your mom got sick, but they didn't expect her to? Maybe they are helping her. I mean, maybe they're friends, and maybe this is an accident.
But why the guards? That makes it seem like she's in some kind of danger. But if your dad hired them, then it seems like he's protecting her, but...
Yeah, okay, it's not a perfect idea, but it's something. I mean, there's a connection that we didn't know about. So, do we trust the matron more or less now?
I mean... I don't know, because I would say we trust her more because she knows our parents, but I don't trust your dad. And now I'm feeling kind of sketchy about my mom, too.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, like, replay the scene a couple times.
Yeah, the same thing happens over and over again.
She looks pretty happy to see her mom.
Yeah.
I say, out of both of our parents, I haven't met your dad, so I'm just going to count your mom and my dad. Out of the three of them, only one of them has any reason to not be totally distrusted, and that's your mom. I think she probably should get the benefit of the doubt.
Because she's in a coma?
Well, and because I mean, she hasn't done anything that we've seen. I mean, my dad has probably done some stuff, and my mom is not nice at all, and I don't think we can trust her. I wouldn't give her anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're probably right. It's probably fine. She's probably normal. Nothing's
And at the
normal,
very least,
Artie.
yeah, I mean, we don't have to worry about it right now because she's taken care of. She's safe.
Yeah. 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 It's good to see her up,
Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be really nice.
even if it's just on a video. Okay, do we take any of the pictures this time? Did you decide to take them down? What?
I mean, I thought about it, but it's. I mean, do we really want to carry all that stuff around with us? Does it help us in any way? These are all pictures of me. I mean, I know what I look like. I don't
Yeah, the
think
last time
we
you were
put
here,
down the
you
one
said
with
you
Dot
remembered
yet.
moments. But like some of these ones that are blurred out, do you remember them?
No, not at all. But I mean, I don't have a good memory for things like that. Um, yeah, I mean, like that's me next to Soren. I know that one, but like these other ones, it's like these could be like any time. I mean, any day that I walk outside the OTC is like the same day.
Right, right.
So, but you get the idea.
JD, can you roll an intellect roll for me, please? Just beat a
I
difference of 2.
can. Um,
Hmm. You see a new photo on there that definitely wasn't there before. It's a picture of Artie leaving a shop called Orthans Oddities down on the lower levels.
oh, Artie, did you see this one? I don't remember it being here the other day.
I mean,
Take it off the wall and look at it.
that's where is that? I mean, I didn't go in any shops when we went to the clinic, and that looks like something that would be. That doesn't look like a nice part of town.
You mean you've never been there?
I don't know what it is. Can we Jeeves it or something like that? Because I've never heard of Orphans Oddities.
Hey, Jeeves, what can you tell me about a shop called Orthans Oddities?
As this happens, almost like a little like a holographic butler stands up and looks at Orthans Oddities, a shop of oddities.
Wow, thanks, Jeeves.
I'm gonna look up what oddities are because I don't recall buying any oddities. I do have that cube, which is kind of unusual, but I didn't buy it. I got it from Lauren Curtis.
Here's the thing, Artie. I feel like you would remember going to a place like that, right? Like you haven't left the OTC until a few days ago, right?
OTC, hospital, this building, the other Lauren Curtis apartment, and your apartment. I think that's it.
Right. And the clinic.
Oh, and the clinic.
But I
That's
was
important.
with you that whole time.
Right. So if I've been somewhere you've and the police station. If I've been somewhere you've really been there. Yeah, pretty much all those places.
Then how on earth did they get this photo?
I don't know.
Artie, you are 100% sure you've never been there before, but that is definitely you leaving the shop.
I mean, it looks like a surveillance photo, right? They're not going to bother to take the time to make a fake photo. That doesn't make sense.
No. But I don't know. Maybe someone at the store would know what it means.
Yeah, sure. That
Maybe
makes
they'd
sense.
remember talking to someone who looked like you.
Yeah, and I could ask them what an oddity is. I don't have to look on Jeeves then.
Yep, you can ask them what an oddity is. I mean, I can try and maps it.
Yeah, sure.
It's almost like Google Maps. It literally pulls up a screen and the little icon as to where you are and where the Oddities shop is. And you can see it's on the lower levels, not the lowest levels, but much lower down, probably closer to the purple district rather than anywhere else. So not a bad area or anything like that. It's just not the most well-to-do area.
I'm going to go ahead and send it to Soren
Mhm.
remotely so that she has the address ready to go by the time we get up there.
Yeah, you can do that. That's absolutely fine.
Okay. Do you want anything else while we're here? Oh, grab Turkey Burger.
Yeah, I'll do that. But also, is there anything else that we would need that's here? Is there anything else that would be good for us to take? We don't need like a sofa or like a sink. But I mean, is
Or
there
a
anything that we
lamp.
can? Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
nobody.
what's practical in a household? Knives? What would we need knives for?
I don't know. I mean, like in my apartment was all there when I got there. I didn't have to bring anything in, so I wouldn't know. It seems like a lot.
I feel like most of what we could have brought from my apartment. And so I don't know that there's anything else here, but unless you see something.
No, not really.
Okay, then grab Turkey Burger and let's go.
Turkey burger, come here.
Turkey Burger is currently stood on top of a cupboard in the kitchen, just looking at you. As you sort of try it, this Artie is trying to like get him to come down. He's just like just squawking like slowly at him.
Bless
What do you
Turkey
do?
Burger.
What do you give a robot to make them come when you want them to come to you? What do you do?
Oh, Turkey Burger, we're ready to go. Can you come down, please?
And it's got like sort of like mechanical eyelids that look like it's scowling, but it slowly starts without taking its eyes off of Artie, just sort of slowly like treads down the cupboards and walks up to Artie, sort of like head angled as it moves down, and just jumps onto his shoulder. Completely avoids his hands, will just go straight to his shoulder and pecks him on the ear.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Thank you, Turkey Burger. And then I'll kind of like laugh into my hand and walk out the door.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're gonna hop on Soren and head down to Orthans Oddities.
Yeah, you can do that. Soren has logged everything, and almost as soon as you put your helmets on and everything, you drive on a fairly gradual descent, and then at the last minute, there's a quick drop and a quick sharp turn around to the left where you have to turn and hold on. And then it pulls up out on this street again. It's low enough to have concrete. This isn't just a hover floor or anything like this. To this building that looks very randomly put together with an old worn sign outside, decorated almost like calligraphy sort of style of Orthans Oddities.
I mean, this looks like it. Hold up the photo, look at it.
I mean, it says the name on the sign.
Yeah, you want to go in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Turkey Burger, do you want to stay with us or do you want to stay with Soren? Bash is in the back.
As soon as you say that, Turkey Burger just clenches on tightly to Artie's shoulder.
Okay.
Probably hurts a little bit. Not painful. He's not intentionally being painful. It's just a nope.
I'm very proud of Turkey Burger. Yeah, okay. We open the door. Head in.
There's a nice jingle of the door opening, as you would in an old shop.
How does
Oh,
it
my
sound?
dad would like this.
Welcome, welcome.
Hello?
Near the back.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Hi.
How may I help
Uh,
you? Are you looking for something or dropping something off?
We're kind of looking for something.
Question, really, more than anything. Artie, do you want to go?
Yeah. Can you show me the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bessel, you will recognize Artie.
Have you seen me before? Because the
Yes.
picture.
Yeah, we've had this picture of him,
Mhm.
but it can't be him because, he's never been here.
And it is clarifying with the DM that it is basically just it's the person standing in front of me.
It is the exact same person standing in front of you. He's just maybe had like a change of clothes.
But
Oh,
not right now. Like before right now.
yeah, you were in here not too long ago, weren't you? Or
How long?
not too long ago. Artie, is that?
Artie,
Yeah.
Artie,
Yeah.
who knows your name?
Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean, you were in here like today, so
I'm here today. Did we do that?
No, we
Well,
didn't do
you should-
that. I'm sorry, there's got to be a mistake. I was with him like all day today.
Also, the crow. I mean, it was all day.
Also, the crow was with him all day today.
then I'm afraid to say someone is taken a liking to what you look like. Possibly.
What does that mean? Like,
Doesn't sound right.
I don't
an evil
know.
twin?
They saw you and decided that they wanted to look like you, and they did a very good job of it. And they
Did we
took
do
your
that?
name. You should really look into some, like, the police or whatever authorities to take care of that.
JD, should we do that? Should we go to the police?
Is identity theft something you have to worry about when you throw your watch out a window?
Is this what they mean when they say identity theft? I thought it was something different.
I really did too, to be completely honest. So, we actually had another really pressing question. Artie, you wanted to ask something?
Yes, please.
What's an oddity?
Any bit, Bob, Paradoodle, all the good
I would
things
be
that
very
you
interested
find.
in seeing your paradoodles.
I have to look up all three of those words.
This way, and I'll actually lead her to a place where it's like they look like trophies, like bowling trophies, but
Oh.
they have no base. They're just like they just fall over. It's just the person.
Oh. How cute.
Is that a bit or a bob? Or is that the paradoodle?
That's the
Paradoodles. I
Paradoodle.
asked for the paradoodles.
Okay, I get that now.
Is there anything else you're looking for, or I mean?
So I was
I
in here
described-
the day, and I just came in and just told you my name was Artie Chen, and just that's it.
Well, he was looking for something. He was
I don't think I
going.
would.
He was going down
Well,
to the lower levels. If is that?
I mean, I don't usually go around telling people my name, and then also like going to the lower levels. That's really. I mean, it doesn't make any sense at all, really. I mean,
I think JD like hits Artie every time something like happens. It's like, Artie, you're going down to the lower level.
I mean, I wasn't planning on it. Do I have to go to the lower levels now? I thought we were going to try to hide. I mean,
Why would
I'm
we need to
just
hide?
shopkeeper.
We don't need to hide. It's fine.
no, because they were trying to kill you.
No.
What?
You're totally trying to kill me.
Wait, what's going on? Someone's trying to kill you?
Yes, and I don't know why. And my mom is sick, and Artie just doesn't know anything.
I'm gonna run off and grab 2 of those hand warmers and just like give them to her.
Yeah. You'll pass these 2 literally like glass orbs, and they're thrust into your hand.
Thank you. I think I'm feeling a little bit better now. I got a death threat earlier today, and it's from a dead woman who had a cold. And it's all been very scary
Well,
and
if
weird.
she's not alive, then you shouldn't have to worry about it.
Then why did I get an email from her?
She had been dead for a while before she sent the email, so I don't know, but it's probably not the. It's probably like a fake name, like this guy who said that he was Artie Chen. It's probably an identity theft.
Yeah, but
Death
Artie, he
threat.
looked exactly like you too.
I don't understand anything that's happening with that. How do people do that? This is really the sort of thing we need to ask Dot about.
I feel better. Thank you for the orbs.
Like
Very
they're glowing
well.
a faint yellow, and you can feel them just warming your hands.
I like stick them on the sides of my head, like where my temples are.
I'm glad you like them. You can keep them. I got a few of them today. If you want, that is. But this person, the Artie that isn't Artie, he came in just looking for a gas mask so that he could go into the lower levels.
I mean, that couldn't have been me. I have one. It's in my backpack. I got it from someone else earlier, the noodle guy.
Yeah, the noodle guy gave us gas masks.
See, I mean. Darn.
Can Artie and JD both make me an intellect roll, please?
Maybe JD
To
can,
beat
but probably not Art.
a 3.
Ooh, good job.
Yeah, awesome. So
Did I roll? Did that
I
happen?
don't know. It doesn't seem to have come up,
No,
does it?
let's try it again. I'll just roll.
Oh, okay. Special. Okay, so
What
how
it
we'll
is.
do it is JD, you spot it first, but Artie, you spot up in the corner the disc was very similar. You recognize this as Crowbar had one, a silver disc with a tree engraved on it. And as you look at it, the cube in your pocket starts to warm and glow.
Ooh, that's unsettling. And Artie is like fishing around in his pants pocket here. Okay, this is weird. Okay.
What's that? Is it like on a higher shelf?
No, Vesson, would you put it up on a higher shelf if it?
I think like right behind the counter, like on the wall, just
Oh, okay.
for things that look like they might be a little bit more expensive.
That thing right there. What is that?
Oh,
The one with the tree.
the Artie that isn't Artie brought that in with those hand warmers and some bracelets.
Artie, why would you
Kind of
keep hand warmers?
bracelets.
That's the question.
That's a good question. I don't usually have those, but what kind of bracelets?
The ones for tokens, I
Like,
believe.
literally, they're the same as the ones
Like
all
a-
of you wear.
Actually, being that I had known what they were, can I actually check them to see if they have anything on them? Or
Yeah, you can you roll an intellect to me as well, actually, please. Just beat a difference of like 3. You're sort of used to this. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, you can take them out and have a look at them. These look like just random watches. They've got records of favors on them. You probably wouldn't be able to access them, but you would be able to reprogram them to a person and sell them off that way. But there doesn't seem to be anything too specific about them.
Is there any chance someone could retrieve user data from them and know whose they were?
Probably. If you had such a skill.
Well, I have. This is everything that he gave me. I bought. I don't know how it can help you, but if it does, you can either buy it from me or I can help you or something. There's not much to do around the shop these days.
How many of these are there? These bracelets?
I think there was 3.
Something like that, yeah. I mean, you probably have a box of them somewhere. People will bring them in all the time and change them up.
Okay. I don't have one right now, but I don't know if I really need one. I probably really need one. But I don't know what to do about that. Okay, so here's the deal. We think that JD got a death threat, and we're kind of worried about that. And also, I was told by somebody that I need to take my bracelet and throw it out the window, and that was also something that was concerning because we are not sure, but we think that there are certain people that are involved in a conspiracy to make people sick, and that my parents may be included in them, and that we have a couple of friends who have gone missing over it. We think one of them was actually dead, and
Well, we're reasonably certain that one's dead.
no, yeah.
That's a lot. Is there anything that I can do to assist? I really like.
Do you know anything about a fatal cold?
I have heard of it going around. It's a little bit worse in the lower levels. They have less access. But
Yeah.
Also, I've got this cube, and right now it is getting kind of warm, and I don't know what to do about that. But
Are you taking it out to have a look at it, Artie?
oh yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, it's glowing warm, and it's almost like it's fogged up because of like the condensate, like it's warmed up, and you can see it as it starts to cool down. This city has grown up around it. However, this huge silver tree has branched out in the center of it.
And there's a little tree, and there's a tree.
And there's a tree. I pull out my little pin coin thing.
Yeah.
This tree, it's everywhere. Do you know anything about that tree? I'm sorry, did I ask your name?
No, and I didn't ask yours. How rude of me. My name is Vestal, and I will hold my hand out.
Hi, I'm JD, or DJ. I go by both.
Well, it is very nice to meet you.
JD's fine.
JD? Artie? The Artie that is Artie.
Right.
For
and
sure
yeah,
is Artie.
that's clear.
We think
What?
he's Artie. I mean, I haven't known you long enough to tell.
You've been there like the entire time I've been there.
Yes, but I've only known you for like 5 days.
Okay.
Just being honest, I believe you're Artie.
DM, does the symbol of the tree actually resemble the markings on myself?
No, they don't. However, you will have seen this symbol around, like probably just marked on the wall, whether it's been like spray painted on the wall or maybe engraved somewhere else on the much lower levels, just in passing.
Do I know what it comes from or what it means, or is it just a symbol like a tag from some random person?
It's just always there. It's always been there. You've just always seen it around. Again, only on the lower levels. Sometimes they're about this size. Sometimes they can be really tiny. And it's normally engraved on like a metal wall or something like
that. Well, the piece itself is made on something expensive, but the symbol doesn't mean anything to me. if you were wanting to purchase it, or
We want to
Um,
purchase it?
I don't have any favors at all, though, after I threw my bracelet out the window. I mean,
Oh yeah, right. That's
yeah,
right.
so-
Uh, no, yeah, I think we need it. I think
here, what I can
we-
do is I can do like an IOU for a favor. Is that,
okay.
I mean, that's kind of almost redundant, but
no, I totally got that. That made sense.
Well, okay, so here's the problem we're encountering. Artie threw his watch out a window
Mhm.
and doesn't have access to any of the favors, but they can't track us, right? Because look, it's all out on the table. You know, someone may kill me. I don't know. A dead person might kill me, who also might be Artie's dad, who also might be Artie's mom. We're honestly not sure.
It's very complicated.
I'm only getting more confused. But um, about that, I didn't get it for very much. I'm just gonna write down 5 favors on a piece of paper and throw it underneath it, like in a drawer, in a random drawer, and just put, and then be like, okay, and then just give it and be like, if you,
That's it? That's all? You're really sure? Because, like, I don't know if I'm still gonna have this watch in a few hours, even. We just don't know if they can track it or if they're gonna find my house or Artie.
well, I mean, it might be in my best interest to follow you then.
Sure. Sure. We were
It'd be
kind of
weirder
staying
if
at
I
my
did it without
apartment.
telling you.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, it would be.
we already have one of those.
We do.
Who's taking the pictures of you, Artie?
I mean, oh right, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who that is.
No, we don't know who that is. There are also a lot of pictures of Artie. We'll have to catch you up on all of it.
Wait, which Artie is getting pictures taken of him?
Apparently both.
Okay.
Yeah.
By who?
Also the dead woman. Slash his dad?
I mean, really,
The
they're just
woman
on
is his dad. Oh, okay.
Either or.
That's really the least
Possibly
weird part
both.
of it all.
Are you really sure this woman is dead?
No, I'm not very good with anything biological. I watched her die, but I could not see she was dead.
Yeah, but she was like in the hospital, right, Artie?
I do not think we can trust that now that they mention it.
It might be safe to assume that
shit, you're
she's
right.
not dead.
That would
But if she's not
actually-
dead, then she's friends with my mom, and why would she want to kill me?
That's a good point. Is it? That's a good point. I don't. I mean, JD, I think we have to get answers to these things because I don't think I understand what's happening.
Yeah. So the tree thing, when it's close to the cube, does anything happen?
No.
Yeah, I mean, you're welcome to come with us. I mean, we can trust you, right? You're cool.
I am cool.
You answered the question about whether or not I had been here, so that's a lot more forthcoming than most people we've met.
Well, I mean, I thought it was you, so I mean, telling you that you've been here before didn't seem to be that strange at first, and then it turned out that it was strange and part of a much larger thing.
That made
Yeah,
total sense.
here's the other thing. Coming with us might be a little bit risky. Like, are you sure you want to get involved in that? Because, like, our whole worlds have kind of come crashing down in the past few days, and I don't know that I want to wish that on anyone. Certainly not someone who seems nice. You seem nice. You seem cool.
But everyone else we've met has disappeared or might be dead.
Or might be evil.
I mean, all I'm leaving is whatever's in this shop, really. And I've been holed up in here for quite some time as it is. It might be good to go outside a little bit. 50 or so years in a shop will do that to you.
50? 50?
It's been a while.
Yeah, you should come with us. Get some fresh air, but maybe bring a gas mask because the fresh air is not fresh on the lower levels.
I will take that into account. Thank you. And I will grab one. And to note, I do not look like I'm even like 30. So
Yeah, I got that impression actually.
Also, I really need to know what this shop smells like.
Oh.
Is this Artie asking Vestal, or is this Hans?
I personally, as Hans, am curious, but I think Artie has probably been sniffing this air for quite a while, trying to figure out if it smells good or not.
This is the thing. I don't put it past Artie.
Somehow, even though there's
What
very
does
few
this shop
books,
smell like?
there's very few books, but I feel like it would have like an old book smell. Just I think it's the wood from the stands that everything is on. It's starting to like get old and just drying out, and that's kind of what this shop ends up smelling like.
And
Old dry wood and books.
This will be weird for Artie, because Artie, you've grown up in a world of concrete and metal. Most people have. However, this is a shop that is probably very interesting to you because of these things. But you may have never even smelt this before.
Nope. It's unusual to say the least. An acquired smell.
My dad would really like it here. It's nice. It's quaint.
Well, if he ever wants to come by, then I can bring him in.
Thanks. Maybe if my mom, gets out of the hospital and I don't die, and some of the other stuff too. Yeah. Remind me your name again.
Vestal.
Vestal. Okay. Oh, I did not think I only have room for 2 on my bike. Also, we don't really know where we're going yet.
These are good points.
Vestal, do you have any ideas?
I mean, if you ever want to be hidden, the lower levels is smart. You can hide pretty easily down there.
That's true. We know someone down there too, actually. Might not hurt to pay her a visit.
Also you could probably walk down to the lower levels from here, like to the clinic. It would take you about half an hour, because from here you can literally just walk down on these very steep staircases.
Yeah, let's we can walk down. I can get Soren maybe and just kind of like drive down, meet you down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, we're looking for a clinic. There's a matron that we kind of know. Our friend works for, and also she knows Artie's dad. So she's basically our best friend.
Oh, I mean, as long as you have good company, then it should be all right, even in that place.
You probably would have heard of the clinic. This would have been a place, maybe not yourself would have gone, but gangs and things would have gone down to the clinic, because if they're doing something to disturb the peace, they don't want to be caught. But you yourself would probably go to the hospital.
Do any of you need anything before we leave? Like, you wanted another bracelet, didn't you? Watch?
Well, I
You're
did,
really
but
helpful, but I don't have any favors to pay for anything.
yeah.
Well, for the time being, I guess we could consider ourselves friends, and this would be a gift from a friend. And I will
Artie,
hand
you
him
got a second
one.
friend.
More than one.
JD is like so happy right now.
Technically, this is friend 3 because Soren is my friend, but
You've got a third Press.
It's a big day.
You have almost as many friends as you have fingers on one hand.
And two of these friends are life forms and not artificial intelligences. That's pretty good.
That is wonderful.
The
I
majority.
worked really hard. Turkey Burger might be friend 4.
You're not there yet.
They are holding up really hard. So
And lastly, if we're going down to the lower levels and we need gas masks, I have a few, and I have refills on the filters if we need those as well.
Phil, wait, do we take the filters out?
Gas
Refill-
mask filters need to be replaced in time if they're used constantly.
Okay, JD, do you know how to do this?
No, I've never replaced a gas mask filter before, but I do have a gas mask too now. It's also a new thing.
So, Vestal, how would we know if we need to replace the filters?
If you can smell the smoke and whatever's around you in the air, then it probably needs to be replaced.
Okay, I probably need to replace these because, yeah.
I mean,
I
better
will-
safe than sorry, right?
I mean, it smells like something. Probably smoke.
I'm gonna ruffle through some stuff and see if I can find some matching filters for his mask.
Yeah, I'd say you'd be able to find that. You've got so many things in there, it might take you 5-10 minutes, but you'll definitely get there.
And throw some other spares in a bag, like a messenger bag style.
Do you have anything else you recommend, Vestal? I mean, you might, honestly, you might know more than me and Artie. I'm sure that might surprise you. But we're kind of shooting in the dark a lot here. Except we don't shoot, we don't have guns. Those are very illegal.
You would need something to protect yourself. There's some gang activity. I would also recommend something that creates light.
Artie, I should have brought the knives from the kitchen.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a good idea to do what?
Vestal just said we need something to protect ourselves. Yeah, okay, a light and...
See, on the old OTC bracelet, I had like a energy field thing that would have been helpful for that, but no, I don't think this has that. Yeah.
And I would pack lightly if in case you're caught. People do take things from you in there. So if you have anything valuable, I would recommend leaving it in a safe space before you go down.
Oh, I don't really have anything valuable, I don't think.
What about Kevin and
Perfect.
You think someone would steal my microwave?
I mean, do you want to carry it down there? What if people did?
Well, I mean, he's just in Soren. Oh,
What if
should
we
I
could-
not take my bike?
No.
Or my cat?
Mm,
Or my Kevin?
Are they all back in the back of Soaring, all jammed in together? Just out of curiosity. Okay.
Except for Turkey Burger, who is still sitting with Artie. Didn't cram Turkey Burger in the back.
In any case, I will take a look for what I have around here. There's lots of things that can do things. I'm not sure what all of them do. But yes, I will look for something with light, and
Yeah,
I think
okay.
that's it.
Wow, it was really nice to meet you. I mean, like, this was kind of weird how we came here just with this photo and stuff, but like, it seems like you have a lot of good advice.
much better prepared for this sort of thing, it seems like.
Seems strange locked up in a shop so long and you have good advice. Maybe you just have too much time to think.
Or you pick
And-
things up like your bits and bobbles.
That could be as well. And I'm gonna go and into the back and look for things that create light and possibly like battery cells that could possibly.
Yeah, so you find some big battery cells, like they're sort of almost industrial sized, but you know that you can shrink them. They're literally made for whatever use you need them for. You also find some charged crystals and some metal holdings, and it's almost like a glow stick. You sort of snap them, and they can stay alight for like 2 to 3 hours.
Perfect. And while I'm back there, because they can't see me, I'm going to pull 2 cards.
Mhm.
This is a fate thing, so let's just roll it. This is for my own personal. But you can
I'm so
continue.
excited.
What was that the 13 you just rolled?
Oh, I rolled in my own. I rolled a 5 and a 13 on the list of cards that I have here.
Oh, okay.
I can tell you what they are if you'd
yes,
like.
please, if you don't mind me flavoring it.
I will send you them over soon.
Mhm.
Yay, new characters are cool.
And I will slide them back into the deck and come out from the back with everything. Yeah.
Okay. That got dark real quick. Ugh. Okay. So you draw 2 cards. And if you don't mind, what I'm going to say is these cards almost act like holograms. What they do is that they have the traditional pattern on them, but as you draw them, they flicker to reveal a scene. On the first one, you see an orb, a big sort of static orb with the OTC just surrounding it at the side. Nothing else. And then as you draw the death card, it flickers as you fold it over. And you see a hand laying on the concrete outstretched with a huge metal bird taking off and swooping off into the distance.
It's quite interesting. And again, yeah, slide them back into the deck, shuffle, and then put them away. And come out with the cells.
Mm-hmm.
I found these. They should keep us going for a while. We may need refills if we're down there for more than a few days, a week, depending on how we conserve.
I mean, hopefully we won't be. Maybe. I don't know the way things are going, but thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we should depart. I'll close up.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna go get Soren.
So are you guys all leaving the shop?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so are you all walking together down to the lower levels, or are you leaving the bike at the shop?
I do kind of ask Vestal if they think it's a good idea to take the bike.
I don't think you'll see anyone trying to steal a pedal bike, if that's what you mean.
Oh, it's a sky bike.
Oh, then I wouldn't take it.
Okay.
You
Should
know,
I
on the other
take my
hand, Judy,
cat?
By all means, if you feel you need to.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna open the back of Soren, and is there like, I don't know, can I leave? Nope, I don't need to leave the bike inside your shop. That's a weird question. I'm gonna open the back and I'll just kind of pet Kevin, who's still off.
Kevin is just laying there in the
Sorry,
back.
Kevin. And I'm gonna pick up Bash and be like, "Okay, you've got to stay with me, okay? Before I let you out."
cat lets off almost like an electrical, what it's its version of a purr, but it sounds like static.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you've got to stay by my side no matter what happens, okay?
And it jumps up onto your shoulder
Okay, okay.
and glares at Turkey Burger.
Yeah, okay, you don't have to sit with the bird. That's okay. Pet bash on the back and then shut Soren up, lock up, make sure everything is good. Soren, if
Yes.
anyone else tries to come, you'll give me a call, right?
I will call you and malfunction so they cannot use me.
You're brilliant. And, make sure to keep bugs away, keep everything in order, and we'll be back soon, I think.
I will protect Kevin.
Thank you. All right, and then I'll just kind of pat Soren and then head out with the giant robot cat on my shoulder now.
Yeah, this is a big cat. This is like stood on both of your shoulders, just going down with you. As you, all three of you, slowly descend into the lower levels. And it's dark down here. You guys have been there a couple of times now. And you've got the steam and the smoke going off at intermittent moments. You've got the neon lights that are starting to switch on and flicker from some of the clubs and from some of the bars. And as I said, it's very, very dark down here. Most people seem to have attuned to the light, and even some of these gas masks, you can see their full faces and the eyes glow, which you can assume is probably like a night vision type of thing. And you can see the clinic.
Oh, that's the clinic over there. The one where the matron works and our friend Dot works, and also where our friend Crowbar was killed.
Your friend's name was Crowbar.
Oh, yeah.
Did you meet her before?
Did you know her?
I don't think so. Well, I assume if she knew you people that she was kind, so my condolences.
Kind is an interesting word for Crowbar. She was tough,
Yeah.
and I didn't really know her for long, but I don't think she deserved to die. Also, she was one of Artie's only friends.
Do you think Corbin was my friend too? It's nice.
Yeah. Well, she was my friend. I just assumed she was your friend. So, yeah, it's kind of a weird place. But the matron's really nice. I'm sure you'll like her.
Well, as far as Crowbar goes, tough is a respectable trait, so I will leave that in mind, that she was a respectable person, kind of.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, just right this way. I'll go into the clinic and just kind of hold the door open for both of them behind me.
Guys walk into the clinic, and JD and us, you'll see a familiar face as poor, awkward Adam Watson from up in the hospital sees you, and he's there like rubbing the back of his neck, and then he sees you and goes, "Oh my god, hi."
Hi!
I'm not stopping, I've got to go back up, but yeah, so I've got to report back, got to drop off, like, and you can see like he's got some big bags of some of the medication that he's definitely nicked from the hospital, from the clinic, for the clinic.
Yeah.
Have you seen Dot anywhere?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
What, you've still not heard from her?
No, I've sent her just about 20 texts. Maybe
How?
more, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, she seems, pretty tough.
Yeah, I'm told tough is a respectable trait, so...
Yeah. I mean, I think she's amazing, terrifying, but amazing. Like this is like a fairly. This is probably someone who's sort of close to Artie's age, maybe just that tiny bit younger, maybe a year or so. Got that very boyish
Terrifying.
features. He's like,
Yeah, cute, cute. Um. Oh, hey, is the matron in?
yeah, she's in the back. I just had my little monthly meeting with her, and I'm doing good. So I've
Hey,
really got to go.
congratulations. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Don't mean
No,
to
no,
keep
no,
you.
it's fine. I gotta go. And he sort of like waves as he disappears out the door.
Goodbye. That was Adam. He's real nice.
Well, it was good to know him for the time that he was here. He kind of came and went quickly. Um, is, does he have something on you? Is is that a weird question to ask? Does he? What your
Um.
relationship? Does he?
Oh, well, I think he likes our friend Dot. He asks about her a lot.
Oh, that makes sense. I thought he just. Yeah. Okay. Um, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
He did say she was amazing like 3 times in that conversation.
I did hear that. That does sound a little bit infatuous.
Yeah, I think he's just met her once. I mean, to be fair, I think Artie and I have met her twice. But she was my best friend and roommate for like a day of that. So, yeah, the matron, I'll see if she has some time to maybe chat. I'll just go knock on her office door.
Yeah. Before you do that, she walks out. She starts looking at the. You can see she's over the other side of the room, looking at all the stuff that Adam's just brought in. Just like, oh God, what's he brought me this time? Like going through everything and just ticking stuff off.
Oh, hi, excuse me.
Oh, DJ, right?
Yes, yeah.
Or is it JD?
Both,
I forget.
either or. Yeah, I just both works. And Artie, you know?
Oh yes, I know. And oh, a new one. Who's this?
This is our new friend.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Vestal. It is a pleasure to meet you.
And you. I am the matron, so I run this. As she sort of glances down at the all the bottles of this clinic, very efficient clinic. But yes, what can I do for all of you?
Oh, well, I'm guessing we just saw Adam on the way out. You still haven't seen Dot?
No, that's why I called him down actually, because I haven't found her anywhere, and I don't really know where she is, and it's getting a little annoying. But I'm sure she'll turn up, and she's probably got a good reason. She's very good at what she does, so I tend to let her, if anyone, get away with some things every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, she's smart. So maybe if she needed to go like off the grid, there's probably a reason for it. And I do want to be clear that JD only really knows what that is because she watches a lot of TV at night. So,
Why would she need to be off the grid?
oh, well, she made it sound like sometimes she needed to like change her watches or something just in
Oh,
case.
I see. So like the full grid, not the clinic grid. I see.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yes. No, I have her logged in for most things. So
Yeah, why would she need to be off the clinic grid?
yes. Hmm.
Hmm. Uh, actually, we were wondering. I was wondering. I don't know if Artie was wondering. Do you know Artie's dad?
Who is your father? Sorry, boy.
Yeah, his name is Daniel Chen. He's a doctor at the hospital.
Oh yes, yes. Oh, that's who you look like. Oh, and you can see like a flood of realization sort of come over her, and she's like, I should have guessed it. Yes, yes, no, I know him. Interesting man. Kind. Interesting.
Yeah. Does he ever give you medicine for the clinic?
No.
Oh,
Why would he when I've got people like Adam and Dot and
I thought he was like a friend and he might help you. Yeah.
oh, I don't know him that well.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's given me the key for some of the cabinets. It means like I can send my own up there to, get the stuff when needed, and it also saves him from losing his job at being caught.
Sure, that makes sense. Um, hmm. Okay.
Do you know anything about his job?
He's a doctor.
Right. But I mean, if he like takes risks for the clinic, do you know if that's ever come
No,
back to bite him or?
I wouldn't say so. He's a clever man.
I
That's true.
noticed
I
that
mean,
he fidgets a lot, though. And you were saying that could be something where people might be lying. Do you worry about that? Because I think he is lying to me about a lot of things.
You think?
Hmm.
Never really thought of it that way. I mean, he's a fidgety man. He always has been. But some people are fidgety, and I can't think of anything.
here's another weird question. Do you know my mom, Karen D?
Then her face sort of goes blank. So, no.
What about a Lauren Curtis?
Lauren Curtis. Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, okay. It was a long shot anyway. Um, just kind of seems like I just everything is kind of connected and it's all kind of weird, you know?
Isn't everything?
I guess that's true. It's a small world, even if it's not a small city.
Mm-hmm. And she just sits with a big smile on her face.
If you were going to try to look exactly like someone and walk around telling people you had their name, what do you think you would do? I mean, how do people do that? Do you have any idea?
What?
Yeah, that was what I pretty much thought when I heard it. But we have a photograph of me, and I was not there, and I don't think it's me. And do you have any ideas about that?
I mean, you could have surgery, but why? Has something happened?
No, I mean, it's really totally just bizarre. I mean, we don't know of anything that happened because of it. It's weird.
And she sort of looks at Artie, sort of up and down briefly. You speaking from experience?
Yeah, I just had that thing I said happen, and I just don't know what to do about it.
And she sort of pauses for a bit, and sort of, you can see her having a think. Nope. Don't know how that would happen.
Aside from surgery.
Aside from surgery, I mean, it'd be pretty extreme to steal someone's identity. They'd have to have a good reason for it.
But that is what identity theft means: is when someone pretends to be you with like the same face and everything.
Oh, yes, but still, it would have to be very specific. You'd have to have similar features in the first place to have exactly the same feel of it all.
Huh.
Darn.
I love that every cast member has cats. I mean, Hans, you upped it, and we're like, "This is my child." But
I have no cats. When we get the occasional dog bark on stream, that's me.
Yeah. Where would you go to get surgery like that?
I don't
Oh.
know, probably something illegal. It's not a legal thing to take someone's identity.
Right. So maybe somewhere down here?
Maybe. I don't know
Not
of
near the
anywhere.
clinic, obviously. You'd know if it were near the clinic.
Oh, yes.
Well, maybe we
If
can.
you see me down here, and if I'm not with JD, then I'm probably not me, and I don't know how you would give me a message about that. But I would imagine it's that other Artie.
Well, she has my number.
Wait, I'm sorry. Another Artie? Is there another DJ or another Vestal? What are we talking here?
I haven't seen a new DJ yet.
Nor have I seen a Vestal, nor as many people seen me.
Interesting.
Probably just me.
Nope. But I will let you know if I see anyone. Or I'll let DJ or JD know, or whatever she prefers.
Really, either's fine.
I haven't decided which one I like yet.
Oh. Okay. JD is my given name, if that helps.
If you prefer that, I'll go for that.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. Okay. JD's starting to feel really weird. She was so nice earlier, and she's not as nice this time.
She seems like she's busy, maybe a little bit colder than usual. But
Yeah.
if you see Dot, give her these for me, and just picks up a bag of like the antibiotics and the painkillers and just hands them to you.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure we will, and we'll let her know to get in touch. Okay. Thanks. Thanks for your help.
It's fine. I'll let you know if I find Dot.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna kind of hurry out of there.
Yeah, you can
Very
all
strange.
rush out of there if you do. Sorry, go on.
Oh, it was very strange meeting you. Thank
And
you.
you. And you sort of run out almost of the clinic. You sort of, as you leave to round the corner, you see a very, very sick man approach you, and he's like, you, like, and points out at JD and Artie. You.
Yeah. Can we help you?
You
There's
need
a clinic
Crowbar.
right.
You knew Crowbar.
I have a turkey burger on my shoulder right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's pointing at Turkey Burger, and he's like, "Oh God!" And just sort of tries to stand away from Turkey Burger.
Are you okay? We can get you help at the clinic.
No, you can't. I just need like something. I need something. It's fine. I just
Give him the things from the bag.
Yeah. Give him some.
okay. Thank you. In a minute. Have you seen her anywhere?
We think she's dead.
What?
I am so sorry. We think she died not far from here, actually.
Okay. And this guy is like pale. He is sweating buckets, and his eyes are red. He's like, okay. And he looks a bit drowsy with his eyes sort of rolling and lolling. He's like, look after that bird. Oh. And oh my God. Yeah, and he just starts talking gibberish, basically, and he's like, my name's Nalgun. I don't know who exactly you are, but she's mentioned you.
Nailgun, the one in the hospital?
Yeah.
She was worried about you, the one in the clinic, yeah.
Yeah, that's me. And he's sort of like, she was worried.
You had the cold. Crowbar was worried about you.
She was worried.
Yeah.
Who are you? And sort of looks over at Vestal. Who are you? Are you friends with?
I just met these people. They seem to be getting into a lot of trouble,
Yeah.
but it doesn't seem to be. I mean, it does seem to be kind of bad just at face value, but I mean, is there. I mean, they have good qualities so far that I've seen, so.
Yeah. And he just collapses onto his knees and looks like his pass. He sort of just literally falls flat on the ground.
I'm gonna go to him. Hey, Nailgun, we can get you to the clinic. It's just a few feet away.
No, 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 no. And he just keeps repeating,
Okay,
no.
take those pain meds.
Well,
The ones-
how? And he's like looking around. He's like, I need a thing.
Oh, a needle.
Wait. You said you got us from the clinic.
Yeah.
Don't want it. I don't want it. And he just collapses.
Could we get?
Why-
Could we?
why
take him
don't
to
you-
the-
Is he passed out?
He's breathing very heavily. He's not necessarily passed out, but you can tell he's going in and out of consciousness. Of the street.
Why would he not want the medicine? It's medicine. Golly gee. What do I do?
We take him inside the clinic. Do we?
He seems
That's
not
what
to
we
want
do.
to go in the clinic.
Yeah. Do we do that? Do we try to take him to the hospital?
I mean, can't very well force medicine down his throat.
Maybe
Or
JD could
unless you can.
Soren and fly him.
I mean, we could try, but it's a half hour up the stairs.
Can
I
you
mean, I
call
could try
someone?
calling her, see if she could come, but
Okay, that's probably about the best idea I have. Otherwise, we could try to administer the medicine, but then, I mean, I don't have a lot of experience with that.
I don't either. Yeah, maybe we should try and get him to the hospital.
You can roll a check if you would like to try. If not,
Okay.
that's fine. I'm just telling you, even if it's not in your skills.
While JD tries that, I'm going to try to administer this painkiller.
Okay.
What
so
am I rolling?
roll an intellect for me.
Ooh.
Nice. So, Alice, do you think I can manage to make him take this medicine?
Let's have a look. Sorry, I'm just double checking. Why is that not opening? There we go. Okay, with a difference of 4, you can see like a vein, and you know that you've been given the stuff for Dot anyway, and you can administer it if you do decide to.
Okay. Now, I love to make my life more difficult, so that's actually Renee's 4 down there. I still need to make my roll. If I'm
Oh,
gonna
is it not? Okay. You
I
need
was
a
calling
4.
Soren.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
You can call Soren.
Cool.
He just sort of picks up. I don't know why it's not rolling a roll.
I haven't tried yet, should I?
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Yeah, if you want to administer, then yeah.
Okay, what's my roll? Is it going to be like a might roll, a speed roll?
I'd say intellect again, purely because of what you're doing. This will take concentration.
Let's do that. What do you think? Can I spend effort on that?
You can spend a point to increase that to a difference of 4. If you would like. If not, that's fine. You probably won't know quite how to administer it properly otherwise.
Yeah, I'll spend on it.
Yeah? Okay, so that makes it 4.
Okay.
So you can You get out the little vial, like the little jar, and you get the syringe and you administer it. And he seems to calm down for a moment. And you can hear his breathing regulate.
I know we didn't want that, but I feel like we've got this time-sensitive situation, and we had to do something.
No, I mean, I get it. Is Soren on her way?
Soren is on her way. She's on her way down to you.
Perfect. Okay. No, yeah, and this maybe bought us some time. I mean, I'm all about respecting his wishes and all that, but like, he's dying.
Yeah, I mean, this is more like emergency medicine than it is whether or not he wants to take a pill or an injection.
Was probably the right choice. I think in the right mind, he would have agreed to it.
Here's the other thing. I can take him to the hospital, but I can't take both of y'all.
Right. Do taxis go down from the lower level? Do you think I can call a taxi from here?
You can go up a couple of flights of steps to get a little higher than a taxi would probably come to you. Because you bought a new bracelet, didn't you?
Did I?
No. All your favors is have transferred onto that. You can call a taxi.
Hey, Vestal, I actually do have favors now, so I could pay you back for this bracelet too if you want.
I mean, it's not a huge problem. Maybe later. We'll deal with that later.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point.
Don't worry about it.
As soon as Soren gets there.
Mm-hmm. Soren has arrived.
I load him on, kind of in front of me to kind of like put him over the handlebars so that he's propped up, and then try to put my arms around him and take off, and then wave.
Are you whizzing to the hospital?
Yes.
Yes, you can do that. And Artie and Vestal, are you getting in a taxi together to go up there?
Sure.
Sure. Yeah, we'll work on walking up there.
Yeah, you guys can head up to the hospital. And this is probably somewhere Vestal's not really seen before. This building is huge. It's absolutely massive. It's one of the biggest buildings you've seen, and it is just white. The floors are white, the walls are white, the desks are white, everything is white. It's promoting the cleanliness sort of feel. And JD, you'll probably get there first.
Yeah.
And the other two will arrive shortly after.
I'm gonna try and like take him in with like my arm under his shoulders kind of thing and try to like carry him.
You will notice he's breathing again, but he's started coughing and spluttering even more than before. His skin is going a horrible sort of waxy sort of color. Could you roll a might of 3 just to try and keep hold of him as he becomes a dead weight?
Woo. Got it.
Yeah, okay, you can. So this is a.
He becomes dead weight, and I just like pick him up.
Like, it's I got this, and you sort of run in. Yeah. So he's coughing and spluttering, and he is not looking good at all. But you basically sweep him off his feet, and run into the.
Excuse me. I need help immediately. Dr. Daniel Chen, is he here?
Daniel Chen, yeah, yes, he's on the upper ward. He's currently doing his rounds at the moment. I can find someone else.
Anyone. I think he has a cold.
Right, and the nurse, you can see her face drops a little bit, and it starts off as like a stick that's attached to her waist, and she opens it and presses a button, and it completely extends out to a stretcher that hovers on there now. And and she's yelling to us like, "Need help, like as this." And you can see nail gun is all these tools, like the nail gun is starting to shake a little bit, but
Nailgun, stay with me. Hey,
He's
stay
sorry.
with me.
And he's shaking quite violently at this point. And now Artie and Vestal, you'll probably walk in about this time, and you can see JD with him.
Is there anything you can do to get him to stop shaking? Anything?
Just out of the way, like, and they rush off.
I'm gonna
room.
kind of try and follow.
Yeah, you can see that
Run
they
after
disappear into a room. They immediately take him into one of the lifts and disappear upstairs. Now you can either catch the lift after or do something else.
Do we see the number on the lift? Do we know where they're going?
They are going to the 48th floor.
JD, do you want to keep following them?
Yeah. Yeah, that's where my mom is.
I think it would be smart.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get up there.
Okay.
So you run up there. You run up and you get in the lift and you disappear up as this. You can almost feel your stomach's going as you shoot up. And you can see you're on the level where you normally see your mum anyway.
Yeah.
And you can see at the very end of the corridor, they disappear into a room where a red light comes on. And they disappear with him in there.
Is there like a window or anything that we can look in, or no?
No, this is almost like a blacked out room.
We got here and he started coughing more, and then he was shaking, and I did the best I could. I got him in as fast as possible, but
I mean, the only way we would have gotten anything done sooner is if we had just brought him straight into the clinic. I think that was the best that could have gone. He seemed really worried about that medicine. I wonder.
Why would he be so worried about it?
I don't know. I mean, he had been in the clinic before, wasn't that what Crowbar said? So she was taking him to see Dot?
Yeah. She mentioned he was there. I wish Dot were here. She could probably know what was in
She
it.
could handle that whole thing way better.
Let's face it, Artie. Dot can handle everything better than we can.
I think you're really good at talking to machines. I don't think she knows as much about machine stuff as you do. And I don't think she's as good at flying a skybike. I don't know if she's ever done that. And I mean, I've never seen her get any of the robots to sit or come. So I mean, I think there's probably a lot of things that you're better at it than Dot. But I mean,
Thanks.
she knows what to do in these kind of situations.
You acted quickly, so I mean, you did good. I mean, you did it.
See, that's good.
You did good.
Things are just kind of going to shit around us, and like, I don't even know how to keep up with it. I'm glad you're here, and I don't want you to get me wrong, but I don't want to see you get hurt just because you're hanging out with us. Two random strangers who walked into your shop earlier today who might die any second.
I spent a long time locked up in that place. And I mean, really, any way to get out of there was what I was looking for. Didn't want to do it all by myself. So.
That makes a lot of sense to me.
I think you and Artie might have a lot in common. Do you want to meet my mom? You can really only see her through a window, but she's just a couple rooms down.
Absolutely. I'd love to.
Okay. Head that way to check on her.
You can walk down there. You can see your mum sleeping peacefully in the room.
Are the guards there?
No.
wonder where they went.
Should go in there in case they come back. Get your moment with it while you can.
I'll duck into the room and...
It's locked.
Oh, I can't get in there. But it is visiting hours. Dad and brother aren't here.
Nope.
Oh, Dad never came back after they told him to leave.
What kind of locking system is this? Is this one of those interface things again?
No, this literally looks like a standard door where someone has locked it with a key almost. And you hear a voice from behind you. Oh, hi! And you see Adam walking down.
Okay.
Literally just pushing another tray, which you're pretty sure he's nicking some more stuff. As he walks away, say, "You right?" Oh, your mum's here, yeah.
Yeah. I was just gonna check on her. Do you know why the door's locked?
Yeah, they've locked like 4 or 5 of the doors along here. Something to do about trying out something that needs to be quarantined. I don't know. It's supposed to be fine.
You don't have a key,
Quarantine.
do you?
Apparently, it's not a bad thing. They just want to isolate it all so they can see how it all changes and the different factors. I don't know. I don't know. A new painkiller or something.
Okay. Do you have a key to the door? Do you know how to open it?
No, I'm just here to... And he sort of like points at all like the little files. Nick stuff.
Well, you're honest.
Yeah.
Question.
It's my job.
Okay. If I go in the bag and I get out the painkillers that we got from the clinic, do they look like the same ones that Adam has?
Yeah, they look like the same vials. They look like standard issue, equivalent of like paracetamol.
Okay. But no color label differences, anything like that?
No.
Okay.
He looks like he's got one job, and that is to steal these painkillers and take them back down to the clinic. And he's like, I gotta go up to the other level, but I'll be back in a bit if you want, and I can always see if I can find out what's going on. I can't promise anything, but I can try.
No, yeah, I mean, honestly, any news is news, you know? And I just am kind of on the edge of my seat. I check in on her every time I'm here, and if there's something new, I'd love to know what it is. Earlier when I was here, she had like guards, and they're not here anymore, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I'll go ask. It's fine. I mean, he might say no, but I'll go ask.
Yeah.
And he sort of disappears. He sort of like slides the trolley of all these things just at the side, like into a room, and then disappears up into one of the other lifts. At this point, a nurse comes out from the far end of the room, and she's talking with a doctor or someone who looks like a doctor. This is the room where Nailgun was sent into, and the red light is switched off.
I'm gonna run over there.
Ah, yeah. You're the one who brought him in, aren't you?
Yeah.
Are you a relative? What are you?
No, not a relative, just a friend.
A friend. Okay. You could please sit down. And there's like a couple of chairs, like as if it was like a waiting area.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm afraid he didn't make it. He seemed to... I'm not sure. We had him in here 2 days ago to check up on him. We could send him home with the usual. It's like he got a double whammy of it, and it's just destroyed him. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Is there anyone you can be with at this time?
Yeah. Yeah, shit. Yeah, I'm sure you did all you could.
so sorry.
Hey, here's the thing. My mom is a few rooms down. She's in a medically induced coma. Her door's locked now. Do you think she'll be okay?
I'd say so. They're just trying out some new, more effective painkillers, apparently. If anything, it could wake her up. Hopefully. And the doctor sort of puts a hand on your shoulder. It's like, it'll be fine. We're figuring this out. She's got the best chance as anything.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Thanks. Thanks.
It's okay. At this moment, there's a crash and there's a bang by the lifts and the elevators. And you hear the bing as it opens. And you see Adam step through with an arm round his neck and a knife pointed at him as Daniel Chen walks out, holding on to him. He is freaking out. He's panicking. He's just like, no one come near me. No one come near me. And Adam's like, oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm halfway out of my seat. I'm
Like,
frozen.
Yeah,
And-
I'm that direction.
Adam he looks like he's crying. Like he looks like he's got tears running down his face. He's like, I didn't do anything. And Daniel Chen he's not in doctor's uniform. He's not in anything. This looks like his, Artie will know, this is like his standard clothes. He's like in a hoodie type of thing. And he's just like, away, all of you get away now. Don't.
Dad, what are you doing?
Artie, what the fuck are you doing here? Get out now. Now.
Oh, no.
Leave. Like, and you see some of the nurses and the doctors, they back up like, whoa. And you can see them tapping on their bracelets, which you can assume is to call like a security. So he's like,
That's a really bad idea, Dad.
no. And Adam is there, like being held basically across his shoulders and his chest with this knife pointed at him. He's like, I just tried to ask him a question. I caught him injecting people on the second level, and he's just getting really, really upset. He's like, and Artie's like, just
It's okay.
Daniel's like, shut up, you saw nothing.
Adam, it's okay. I'm sure you didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything. I didn't touch anything. I didn't. And Daniel Chen is literally whispering into this, like, shut up. All of you need to move. Get out of my now.
Dad, this makes no sense. This is a terrible idea.
You don't. No. Everyone, just get out of my way. And he's trying to get like through all of you towards the exit. And lots of people sort of backed up into their rooms. And he is trying to work his way through, but there are lots of guards starting to appear, like some of the security, and they're like, whoa, buddy, stop. And he's freaking out. And Adam is just like, Jay,
No.
I saw him inject something into your mum. I tried to ask about it and I don't know what to do. And he gets basically a knock on the head from Daniel. And Adam passes out.
Adam,
Oh, Dad.
So
Dad,
keep
this is
back. Now, keep back. Don't you come near me. None of you come near me. You don't know what's happening. All of you back away now. And he starts making his way. He's dragging Adam out backwards.
Hey, Dad, here's a thought. He's unconscious. How about you take me hostage? How
Don't
about
be
you just let him go?
ridiculous. Don't be
What?
ridiculous.
No,
Like-
I mean,
What do you think? No, you have no idea what's going on here. And he's screaming at these security guys. I said, get back! And he's like madly like waving this knife around. Artie, you've never seen him like this at all. And he is freaking the hell out as he backs up. And all you can hear from the security guards like talking into their watches that we've got a disturber of the peace up on the 48th floor.
No, already no.
Hey, Dad, how about we just, this is bad. This is not gonna go good.
So you don't know what's going on. You can't hear it. You can't hear the voice. You don't know what he's saying.
This is like the last chance I think you're gonna get to tell me, period, what's going on. What is going on?
And he's like breathing very, very heavily. And he's just like, it's all gone wrong. This wasn't supposed to happen like this. We were doing everything to prevent this. It's nothing like that, you know. And more and more people start flooding up the stairs. So a lot of them are patients coming up to the room, literally to have a look at what the hell is going on.
This is going to be bad. There is going to be something bad that happens.
It's
you know
all
that.
bad. It's all bad. There's nothing gonna happen. It's all bad. It's all, and he's just repeating himself over and over again. He's like, Project Eden wasn't supposed to happen like this. It was supposed to be good. We were supposed to do that. They said it was fine. We can't. This is not fair. They took her away from me. They took her away from me, Artie. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do when they take someone away from me? I'm gonna take something just away from this society.
I don't know what any of that means. I mean, what are we supposed to do? You got to tell me what's going on here because I don't understand any of this stuff. And we were just at Lauren Curtis's apartment again, and there's even more weird stuff.
What, you went to the apartment?
Yeah, we went to the apartment. And this person over here saw another person who looked just like me earlier today, but it wasn't me, and they were trying to do some stuff. And you got to help me understand some of this.
No, that's not possible. No, because they would, no, they can't. No, they weren't supposed to be. No, that project was terminated. It's not supposed to happen. It's not the Project Eden. We can't do that. There's nothing to do. And you can see like Adam coming round slightly, but his eyes are so wide. He's almost like just staying very still and very quiet.
You just have to let him go and just take me instead because I don't know what's going on.
No, because what if no? Because then they know, and then it's all right. And I can't do this. And he freaks. And he starts shaking, and he puts the knife right to Adam's throat, who squeaks. Basically, he squeaks. He doesn't know what to do, and he just closes his eyes, and he is trembling like anything.
Adam, it's okay.
I'm going to jump on him.
You're going to jump?
Yep.
Okay. Can you roll me a might, please?
Yes, I will
and
do
can
that.
you roll it at a level 5 as Adam is between you?
Come on, dice. Boom. Okay.
Got a 5. Okay, you knock him to the ground and he effectively drops Adam. The knife is still in his hand, but right now you're not on top of him. You've knocked him down and he's scrabbling to get back up.
I'm running over to Adam and trying to like pull him out of the way.
Like Adam is grabbing onto you to be like, cool.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't, I just saw him do it and I just asked.
This is crazy.
I'm going to help Artie with just like keeping him on the ground. Maybe grab his legs or.
Okay, can you roll a might for me as well, please? Again, a 5.
Oof.
GM intrusion. As this happens,
right in.
Daniel Chen panics and he grabs Vestal and now holds the knife to Vestal as he scrabbles back. As this happens, you hear yelling. There's 12 peace protectors come running up the stairs, yelling, disturber of the peace. With a nat 20, they take out Daniel Chen. Vestal, you feel the arms of Daniel Chen go loose around you as the man slides down the wall. His eyes are wide open. He's gibbering a little bit. Is red. Drips down the wall. He's like, no.
Artie, Artie, I'm so sorry.
I'm going to go forward, and if I can get this in, I want to go through his pockets as quickly as possible before they drag him away or anything.
Yeah, he's just slumped against the wall right now, and he's looking at you just going, oh, dear. Oh. He's just muttering your name.
I'm just trying to pat him down and see if I can find anything that explains anything.
He leans his head on your shoulder. Didn't mean it. Didn't mean it. You were supposed to be the only one. Didn't work. And you're rifling through his pockets, and you see a similar pin, same as JD's mother, with a small tree pinned to the side of his lapel pocket. Otherwise, there's not much on him. And he's crying, he's barely audible, and there is effectively a huge hole through his chest where he's been taken out as he falls to the floor. I didn't. And then after, it's like he suddenly gets a burst of strength as he lifts his head up, and he grabs you and pulls you so that your head is like leaning against his. You can hear the guards start to panic and raise their guns again. And you hear, Elizabeth, Lauren, whatever you call her, she was just so perfect, you know? It wasn't fair when they switched her out. I don't know what to do.
Anything you can tell me to help us figure this out? People are dying, Dad.
I know. That's why I gave them the medicine.
I mean, what are we doing? Where do I find all this?
And his head lolls back a little bit. And he tries to blink a couple of times and really focus on you. It's spreading. It's not airborne. You have to be given it.
Dad, you sent me right to her. What do I do?
Send you where? Send you what?
Elizabeth Warren. You gave me the package. You told me to go right to her.
Yeah, I didn't. That was supposed to be a birthday present. I don't know what happened. I wouldn't do that to your mother. And he just sort of lolls his head forward and completely disappears out of existence. He's gone.
Artie's got some blood on his hand from holding on to his dad, and it's on his face now.
You're pretty covered, actually. It's quite, yeah. The guards rush over and they push you out of the way, like quite forcefully. They push you out the way. Some of them have come over to JD to check on Adam, who is a bit of a blubbering mess right now. And they drag Daniel Chen's body away. People, doctors and nurses, start to try and file all the people standing by back into their rooms and away.
I'm gonna kind of leave Adam to the protectors And
he's just blubbering. He's just like, I didn't mean to. I didn't do anything. He just jumped out of nowhere, and he's just crying to himself.
pick his arm off and go over to Artie and just kind of like nudge him with my elbow a little bit, like, hey.
Hey.
Sorry.
Thank you. We gotta get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. Like looking at the blood on the wall, but not looking at the blood on the wall.
Adam is led away. He's led away by some of the peacekeepers just to get him out of the scene. He's got a nurse with him to go check him over. It is just you three left right now.
Best. Thank you.
I really didn't. I feel like I did more harm than good. Really.
I mean, you didn't have to do anything at all. It wasn't right that you would try to hurt Adam.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, thanks. We gotta go talk to somebody that's not at the hospital.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Soren's outside. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna kind of stick my hands in my pockets and start walking down the hallway.
One of the peacekeepers comes over to Artie. I am sorry. Please do not travel too far. We may need to question you, all of you, as he looks over the rest of them. But now I feel you should go and rest.
Okay.
Is there anyone you want me to call?
No.
You all three of you head out to Soren. There's a taxi rank nearby as well. Where are you going?
Has Bash been on my shoulders the whole time?
Bash is now sort of trotting down by your feet. You got knocked off in the he sort of jumped off you in the panic and hid under the chair.
I'm gonna pick him up and just kind of like press my face into his, which I'm assuming the cat in him is not a huge fan of, but he puts up with it for all of 3 seconds. Right, where are we going?
I mean, as much as it doesn't please me to go back, I mean, the store is empty. It's only me in there, so could probably push some shelves aside.
I don't want you to have to go back to a place you just escaped from.
I mean, it has promised that I might be leaving again. The store is still closed. So, if we need a place, it's there.
Yeah.
Katie, I'm not really scared of your apartment anymore. We could go back there if you want, or we could try to go to Vestal's shop.
Yeah, there aren't like beds at my apartment, but I have some bedrolls we can put out and maybe try and sleep. Maybe. If you're okay with that, it's not far from here. Might be a bit closer than your store, actually.
I'd be I'd be okay with that.
I'd have to unpack my microwave, but we could have tacos.
I think Kevin would like that anyway. So
Yeah. Okay. Artie, can you get a taxi there?
yeah, I think I can.
And I'll hop on Soren to head that way.
I'm gonna call a taxi.
And as soon as I'm like in the air and kind of away from them, I'm just gonna. Soren?
Yes, JD.
I saw someone die today.
That can't have been nice.
That's an understatement. I'll talk to her a little bit on the way back.
And the two of you, Vestal and Artie, if you both go in the same taxi, there's a taxi rank just outside the hospital. You can both hop in and head towards JD's apartment. And that evening, you can sit down after Kevin's unpacked. You can cook your tacos as much as he moans about it whilst it's happening. And JD, you have a voicemail.
I'll pull it up.
It's simple, it's just barely anything. It just says tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, and it just goes on loop. Over in the hospital, in your mother's room, a nurse is checking up on her. She looks up at the screen, confused, and double checks things, and turns to her. She calls in another nurse and turns to them. The cold is gone. And your mother's eyes start to flicker open. And that is where we will end this episode of Eden this week. Yeah, everyone has to do the breathe.
Oh, yeah.
That was just on my own, actually. That was just for Bree, but yeah, that was appropriate.
Everyone okay?
Yeah.
So, we're going to go around and just have a quick chat about our characters, maybe how they're feeling right now. And what was your favorite bit today before we wrap up? So, we're actually going to go in reverse this time. So, we're going to go to Zelda or Vestal as we know her for this.
Oh gosh, I don't know what I was getting into, but or what my character was getting into. I feel like most of the time they're like there's no words. It's just faces and expressions and like what is like. Yes, I look for trouble, but I didn't expect it so fast.
Welcome to Eden.
So it's like, yeah, I'm all ready to get into some trouble, maybe anyways. And then it just like immediately happened, and then it happened again and again, and then someone died. So yeah, that was a lot of trouble, a lot of things.
This is a weekly thing, just so you know. This isn't a one-off, as the others can probably tell you. But yeah, what was your favorite part, and also plug? Where can we find you?
My favorite part. Oh gosh, I like the interactions between Artie and JD. Honestly, are pretty nice, and being like, okay, we see good character interaction, and like trying to like form fit my character just a little bit. It's like, how do I get to know these characters a little bit more as my character? And yeah, that's always a fun journey. And to work on and stuff. So you can find me on Twitter at Zel Ayanami. I can throw a link in the chat after this, but I post whatever campaigns and stuff I'm in there. If I'm doing one shots, whether it be on Scrat or the RPG Lab, I have Tuesday game at 12 Mountain Time. If you don't know what that is, it's like 10. No, it's 2 EST, 2 p.m. EST. That's on Tuesdays, and then I will be on this game for at least until December. So, if not longer, hopefully longer.
So much trouble to happen in such a short space of time.
Exactly. But yes, I will plug that link, and thank you for having me on and inviting me.
We're so happy you're able to join us. Absolutely. Can't wait to see what your character gets up to, especially with the tarot cards. I liked those. We're going to jump over to Hans or Artie. How are you, Hans?
I'm doing okay. I'm going to be talking about this for like a week. I love the thing Renee gives me. I'm doing okay. She's like, really? Really? You're doing okay?
Renee's like,
Oh, man. Yeah, I think everything will be fine. I can't imagine that things could get more dramatic than this. This is going to be great next week. We're going to have a good time. We always do.
And what was your favorite bit, and where can we find you? I think we've already dropped some Twitter links in chat.
Yeah, Scrat's always got that covered.
Yeah, he's on it.
Yeah, stuff I wanted to talk about. First off, it is awesome having Zelda in the game. She is a great addition. I want to know more about these cards. Everything is super creepy, and that's great. And then Renee is endlessly patient because no sane person goes feet first into the things we go into, but we continue. It's great. There is no going back from this. I don't know what Bree will do to us when she comes back, but she's going to need that arm flailing thing she does a lot, I think. It's just for true. I did want to mention one more thing, which is I didn't say thanks at the beginning of the stream, but over this weekend, I got gifted a subscription to the Scraticus channel by Burst of Hope. And that was super cool. And thank you very much for that on stream. I've already thanked her in person.
That means you can gift a Nat 1 or Nat 2021. Just saying.
I will, yeah, I got to think of something thematically appropriate to give myself a Nat 1 on. That'll be good.
And also, as I've just been reminded by Scrat and chat, next week our show is on Halloween, so I hope you're ready. Just so you know.
I think we're ready for that.
Oh boy.
But last but absolutely not least is Renee, or JD as we know her. Hello, Renee.
Hi. So if next week's Halloween, I'm probably going to be in costume. Not sure what yet, so
it'll
be a fun surprise for everyone. Hi, I'm Renee. I am good. JT is probably not. I mean, her life was really pretty normal, pretty chill, and then she just saw a really gory death right in front of her. And, like, not only that, but it's, like, her friend's dad and, like, her mom's doctor, and everything is just... So I did tear up, like, twice today, and I would try and blame that on the fact that I've been in and out of a fever since, like, Sunday, but I actually think it's just Alice's great storytelling. So I can't actually get away with an excuse. It's just that this is where we are now. This is Eden now. This is Eden for me. And I love it, and it's fantastic. I think my favorite moment of the day was actually Zelda, your scene with the cards, because it was so thrilling to get, even though like JD and Artie weren't there for it, it was thrilling for me as a player to see the depth that this character is going to bring to our little story that we already have going. And I think that it was really cool to see right off the bat some interesting twists and turns that we obviously don't know more about yet, but we will get to find out about. So I'm really looking forward to that, and glad you're here, even though JD tried to kind of push you away a little bit.
In a loving way.
Yes, it's like she likes new friends, but she doesn't necessarily like getting new friends killed. So I do think today too, because she had a few Artie-isms today, and I think part of that is like she just hung out with Artie for like way too much time last time and just picked up a few traits. So it was pretty funny to me. Good session, good game. As always, I can't wait for next Wednesday. Oh, me. Hi, I'm Renee.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I can be found places like Twitter at RayDNR. I also DM an all women, all family friendly D&D podcast called Fate and the Fable Maidens. Alice actually recorded with us recently, and that episode should be coming up next month. So we're really looking forward to that. Right now, we have a cool little retroverse one shot going on, and actually have more news and things to announce soon, like next week. So that'll be great. I also have a blog, and I have been doing some freelance writing as well. And I actually just wrote an article for Scrat's Patreon. It is free. So if you want to just go check it out, it's about the Cypher system, building characters in the system, and kind of what it can offer for a game table. So, yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's JD. Yeah, that was a game.
It's a super good read as well. I've read it twice actually. The article, I really, really liked it. So
Thank you.
yeah, awesome. Right, last few bits before we head off and find someone to raid. First of all, Discord. It's an awesome place. You should definitely hop in there in the chat. We're so proud of our little Discord community. It's full of amazing people, and I love it. If you want to get in one of the games, one of the viewer games even, we're booking up fairly quickly. We have a few spaces left before Christmas, before we hop onto season 2, which is already in the planning, and I'm so excited for that. But if you want to hop in one of the games, definitely drop Scrat a DM on Twitter. YouTube is all caught up. This will be on there later, where you can binge watch these poor characters suffering the entire way. I genuinely didn't mean this to be that much of a suffering campaign, but it seems to be too easy with these characters, and I'm so sorry. I love you all. We are now full time. Yeah, they're a little wing cinnamon rolls. We are now full time. So yeah, thank you so much for all the support you give us. It means we can come here every single day and tell stories and do it with a bunch of really awesome people. And I love it. We love it, Scrat, and I love it. So another way to support us is our Patreon, which you can do for as little as $1. This just it gets you some almost like exclusive behind the scenes stuff. There's some drawings on there, there's videos that haven't been released and things like that. That's all on there. And also some awesome articles, one of them by the most amazing Renee, almost called her JD. I'm really getting all these mixed up now. The amazing Renee down there, and also Archmage Derek, who has done one as well. We also have merch. We use Redbubble, and I love it. It's super soft, it's super cozy, and if I didn't have to wear it this weekend, I'd probably be living in my Scratchers Academy hoodie right now. And we also have some awesome sponsors. Bird in the Storm Publishing and Mayhem Press both produce awesome content, and we are bringing much more from both of them in season 2, which is all currently in the planning. And last but not least, we need a war cry. Now, I swear Eden just always comes up with so many hashtags and war cries, and I love them all. I want them all. But then we'll be raiding Lindy. Have we got a war cry? What do we think? Players, do we have an idea for any? Because we just get so many every week.
I'm looking back through the chat, and the one that stands out to me is, "Did you drop Froyo, Renee?" And all caps.
Yeah, that's me. Just the look on your face, I was like, oh god.
I know. I say blame Artie Clone.
Blame Artie Clone. There you go. Brand new one. Hashtag everyone blame Artie Clone, which is the new conspiracy theory with all of this. So yeah, and we're going to raid Lindy. I think Scrat's going to pop in so you can copy and paste the war cry in chat with and without the Scrat hype. But apart from that, we're going to go raid Lindy, just send all the hype her way, let you know where you came from, and confuse her with our wonderful war cries, as we always do. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I'm already excited for next Wednesday. Keep evoking emotions, and I'll see you all later. Bye.